111th episode of Candid Conversations. And we have today joining us, YOUWIN. You know what I
What's
mean?
good, man?
Life is treating me proper. I can't complain.
Good, man. I'm vibing too, man.
Yes,
Glad to be here.
that's blessed. Thank you for coming out today. So there's so much happening in the world. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But let's get to the bit of Brits of it. If you were in control of the whole COVID situation, what is your first step?
At the beginning or right now?
At the beginning, boom, I'm COVID, raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I would probably just do this. I would definitely pull a shutdown just to make sure everybody's straight, you know? Honestly, I wouldn't really do much different because, to be honest with you, I'm not a politician, man. I'm not a politician, and I'm not a healthcare professional, and I don't think I have a good answer. You know, I think a lot of people suffered staying indoors, and I think a lot of people died, and I think a lot of people stayed healthy. So I think any way that you got it or went about the situation, it will be a double-edged sword. Nobody will be satisfied.
And you're very right with that. You're very right with that, because it's almost like when people complain about roadway construction. It's like you're complaining about the state of the road. Now we're fixing it, and you're complaining that we're fixing it. Which one is it? You know what I mean? It's messed up, because that double-edged sword, you can be saving babies and people will be like, oh no. It's terrible. And either way, all right, so now that that's out of the way, because everybody's talking about it, so we have to. How you doing? How's life treating you?
Man, life is great, man. I've been traveling a lot. I've been going to Georgia and Philly and everywhere. Man, I'm in Jersey right now to go to New York this weekend, man. Life is good for me. Got 2 mixtapes ready to go. Still promoting this one. Life is phenomenal right now.
All right. That's dope. That's good to hear. Got to shout out MJ, Marissa Savino. I said that right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Making the connection, you know what I mean? She's actually filled up my whole October for Candid Conversations. And she will be on sometime in November, I believe. But yeah, we're looking at a multitude of changes. It's like, you see, you have the freedom to travel around, but we can't cross the border. And I'm like, maybe 2-3 hours from Jersey right now. And it's like, so you've been in Canada, you've been in Niagara Falls, and you've been in the States. Which one appeals more to your craft?
To my craft? Last time I was in Niagara, actually, I went a little gambling. You know, I like to do my little roulette thing now and again. And I just came out of the casino, and I ran into some guys, and they were like, well, what do you do? I struck up a conversation. I was like, oh, I'm a rapper. And they brought up a lot of Philly rappers, because I told them I was from Philly. They knew Gilly the Kid. They knew, everybody from Freeway, a lot of the rock guys. They brought up Beanie Siegel. We had this big conversation about Philly rap. And I got the vibe that where I was at, or at least the people I was talking to, there was a real deep love and appreciation for Philly, real rap, like the bar spitters. And I asked them if they listened to Drake, and they told me not really. So maybe that was kind of just them case by case situation or something like that. But I thought it was really interesting. They listed so many Philly rappers, and they had so much knowledge. They brought up Get on the Ground. I don't know if you ever heard that song by Gilly, but that's a Philly that not many people know about.
I was big on fucking Freeway. I believe Cassidy was from Philly as well.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so sure. Cassidy and the Rock Boys and all of them there. But not the Rock Boys, sorry, the boys from the Rock. But Siegel and them, I was heavy in those guys. But I've always been listening to the Maestros and the Shot Players, the Cardinals, and you know what I mean, the Socrates and all of them from up here. So and even down to Drake. But I stopped listening to commercial radio. Boy, yeah, a minute ago. Still, Like if for some strange reason my system's down, like if my phone dies and my wife's phone's not working and my daughter's phone's dead, and you know what I mean, I'm in the car and we're driving, then yeah, or if my daughter requested, and even then, like we're listening to country at her request, country or jazz. So yeah, but I don't know. I guess it is a case by case thing because you'll have some people that'll rave about Drake and oh yeah, Toronto this and Drake that, and then you have some people like that guy, that bum dude. You know what I mean? As like it's really funny because as an artist or someone in the media stream, to hear how people talk about someone who's doing something that needs to be done for them to get to where they have to go, it's kind of weird. It goes back to that whole construction analogy. You know what I mean? Oh, we need to be put on. Canada's not recognized in the industry. And someone puts Canada on. Oh, he ain't from Canada. Look where he lives. It's fucking hilarious, bro.
I mean, I think Canada does have some more shine now, though, for sure. In a small sense, at least. I mean, you got Billy getting shine. You got, I mean, they're more mainstream, but you know, Pressa. I really fuck with Pressa. I've been fucking with Pressa for a while. Pressa's getting some shine now. You got, you know, The Weeknd and Nav, and I think they've really kind of helped bring some people. I mean, because like even Drake, for all people accuse him of, you know, he got Moji out there a little more. I mean, there was some altercations with that and such, but you know, I think certain things do definitely help put Canada on the map, and certain artists do kind of put more of a shine. But you know, maybe that shine kind of diminishes other acts. You know, like from Philly, for instance, like people love Meek Mill. Meek Mill is a legend from Philly, but his sound, and that's not to pigeonhole Meek Mill, his sound is very Philly. So a lot of Philly rappers kind of, you know, you might hear them and they're amazing, but you're like, oh, they sound like Meek Mill. They don't sound like Meek Mill. They just sound like rappers from Philly because that's the sound, you know? So it could, you know, the people that shine outshine the people beneath them, you know, and that's not always a good thing too.
This is true. This is true because, you know, Drake has his controversies as well. So, you know, that's life. That's life. Okay, so when did you start this pursuit?
I wanted to be a rock star, man, to be honest. From the time I was like 4 years old, my grandma used to put me asleep to Red Hot Chili Peppers tour videos. So when I was little, I wanted to be Anthony Kiedis, bro. Like, I wanted to be Anthony Kiedis, like the lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And my dad, when he started coming back around in my life more so, he would play a lot of old school rap. So from him, I got a lot of punk music, but I also got, you know, Dr. Dre. I was listening to The Chronic, the original one, and I was listening to Tupac and Rakim and Nas. And so that kind of socialized, and A Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul, and that kind of socialized me to hip hop music. So I was always in love with it, and I had no aptitude for musical instruments. So I kind of started freestyling when I was in 8th grade, and I'm really good at freestyling, honestly. A lot of my stuff is off top, so I'm a bit of a freestyle artist. And my freestyling just took off to the point where we would have Friday night football games at my high school, and people would come out to the soccer fields and gather around just to hear me freestyle. So I started with that, and then I kind of was dipping in the studio a little bit. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I got caught up in a lot of stuff as a young man does sometimes when they're trying to find their way. And I lost my way, and 2 years ago, I just found music again, and everything's been up since, man. Like, everything really blew up a little bit, and I'm grateful. But all my life, really.
Okay. Ooh, I'm sitting here, we talking about the music. I got a couple of tracks here. Traditionally, we just do the conversation thing, but I'll give them an idea of what you're talking about. So which track of the ones I listed would you think would be your best for a pitch?
Well, I try to be pretty diverse. What do you like? Do you like harder stuff, softer stuff, more catchy stuff? What are you into?
I listen to everything from alternative to Zulu tribe music, bro.
That's beautiful. I have an eclectic taste as well. So I honestly took this one song, Grace Kelly. It's kind of a bedroom pop vibe, but I took this and we shaved it down. And a lot of the ladies really like it. It's a pretty meaningful song. So definitely put Grace Kelly on. See how people think about that.
Let's give them that. Well, your music is bringing people in because as soon as I hit play, we got the numbers up.
I want the badass girl who find herself in. She got curly hair, it's straight, I don't care. No man, she burns cigarettes, I know life ain't fair. The only deep regret I had was I never cared. But when I get that stare, I know life be okay. Cigarettes and cocaine, so jams we rockin' for days. Photos hangs out on my face. I like her hands through my hair. I like my head in her lap. I like the fact that she telling me that she feeling my raps. She do it like that. She do it like that, babe. She do it like that. She do it like that, baby. And I know they lie on me, but they don't see what I do see. And they don't know you like I know you, and vice versa. We just got up in the nation, left you address for her, so I'm in love with her, so way she rock, she clothes. I want the uptown girl with the downtown feel. I want the badass girl you can find a South Philly. Put your hands through my hair, put my head in your lap. I kinda like the way you say you feeling my rap. As long as you call me back, got no problems. Baby, we could just solve. Don't wanna wake up tomorrow, cause that time just might be bomb. I want the uptown girl with the downtown feel. I want the badass girl find herself Philly. She do it like that, babe. She do it like that. She do it like that, babe. She do it like that, like that, like that. She do it like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Just do it like that, like that.
That's a blessed vibe still. All right. True. So, see, that's a newer track, and you got that in one take. Nice. Who you record with? Like, and who's your producer for that beat?
DJ Nick G, over Philly, over in Marston House. I got a distribution situation with them, thankfully. Blessed to be a part of that, and so I'm over there in Marston House usually, and he's always there with me, man. That's my guy. That's my Oliver 40 right there.
Okay. Nice. All right, so, man, I'm kind of reveling in this weekend a little bit. We had an event that just passed, the Culture Shock Community Cookout, aka the Block Party Part 2. We had a few people come out. Crooked Control, shout outs to them. Johnny Armani. These are all names to look up, you know what I mean? Definitely doing things. LG was in the building. Chef LG on the ones and on the grill. Oh man. At one point he was running 3 grills. My dude was just shoot. Just whipping it up. You know what I mean? Gotta shout out the community. You know what I mean? Rose Village, because in all fairness, they could have been narkish and shut it down. Could have called because we were making hella noise. But the kids were out there playing and they were having a good time. So their parents were able to be out there playing and having a good time. It was fucking awesome, man. So like we're planning an annual event. Next year, August, is gonna be the second annual cookout, but between now and then, we're going to be hosting some cookouts here and wherever we can get a barbecue. So, y'all look out for the pop-up cookout, the Culture Shock pop-up cookouts. They're going to be happening. So, yeah. Sorry, I had to do a little plug there. All right, so shameless self-promotion. It works every time. Where is the most awkward place you've promoted yourself?
Um, I've always tried to. This is a boring answer from me, but I've always tried to stay away from that type of stuff.
Okay.
Um, I would say that I try to promote myself carefully, but I definitely I submitted my song to Johnny Shipes a while ago, a song called Christopher Wallace, and I definitely promoted it there on an Instagram live because he was asking for songs, and he looked at it and he didn't promote it. So that's as far as I got for awkward places. I
Okay.
try to promote myself as properly as I can because I always saw those kids growing up, like in YouTube comments, like I'm gonna get it, like look me up, and then nobody ever does. So I always try to be careful about that.
Okay. Okay. I guess the next place is, where would you suggest the best place to promote oneself would be?
Instagram, man, for me, Instagram and YouTube definitely. Just curate your own page and make sure the photography's good and you have a sense of who you are, and people will start to follow.
Okay. Okay. That's the stuff. We're here with YOUWIN. You know what I mean? I got to shout out the wife and Jer for letting me run the podcast in her den. My lioness roar. I got to make sure that she's not sore. You know what I mean? I also
That's
got
why
to
they
shout
let me
out.
hold it down, man, for real.
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Like, I got a unicorn. Speaking of magical beasts, I got to shout out Christy Hales. She syndicates Candid Conversations, The Terrell Effect, and Savage Circle on Liquid Fire Radio. So check that out if you miss us live or you want to hear some indie rocks. Check out indie-rocks.ca. Boom. All right. That being said, Halloween's coming up. You going out or no?
It all depends on what my girl's doing in Atlanta. I think I'll probably do some Halloween parties and stuff, maybe, but I'll see. Maybe there's some kind of fashion shit I could get into.
All
But
right.
I'll probably go out to Atlanta.
All right. Now the next question: what are you going as?
Probably a couple's costume.
Okay.
I think I might be the Grinch and make my girlfriend be Cindy Lou Who because she looks like a Who.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yep, yep, yep. Last year I ordered a sweater, but I didn't get it until after Halloween, so I couldn't really bust the full effect. But this year, since I have it now, I think I'm running as Optimus Prime.
That's
Yeah.
fire, man. Roll out.
Yeah. I got the helmet and everything, voice changer. Dope.
Dude, I got
Now
one
I
of those
just
downstairs. I have a
yeah, man.
my voice changer downstairs. It's a good
Oh
party
man,
utility.
it is, man. I'm telling you, you walk into any room with one of those things on, people be looking at you like, "What the fuck?" Then you bust the voice changer on there, and it's like, it's great. It's great. I'm telling you. Oh man, so it's become one of my staples. It's like certain places that I frequent, they expect to see me in some costume of some sort at particular times of the year. And if I'm not, it's just like they call me on it, bro. Like I was just doing it for fun one year, and then I had to go out. Like I think I had to go to my daughter's school, so I dressed up, and then I had an appointment after, so I went to the appointment. And then I'll dress up and do silly things for my daughter, just to keep that connection. And when it goes to Christy, she actually saw me walking through Niagara Falls with purple bunny ears during Easter.
That's fire, bro. Hey, look, this is the part where I'm supposed to say, but aren't we all wearing costumes?
Oh, you want to get deep with it? Okay, okay. In some way, shape, or form,
We can
yes.
swim into the deeper waters if you'd like.
Oh man. Okay. Well. All right. Let's go. Let's go. We'll flip the script, shall we? Like usually I wait till later in the show, but you want to go to deeper water. So what question do you have, or questions do you have for me?
Well, unfortunately, we got the question I really wanted to know before we got on air. But
Okay.
what's your favorite aspect of music? What moves you about music?
Ooh, damn. It changes. It does change. That's a good question. I'm sitting here playing with the cables right here. You know what I mean? Because I think at the end of the day, putting on the show, like bringing people together to express themselves from the deepest parts of their souls in hopes of others, you know what I mean, receiving them with good intention. Now I think, okay. So yeah, let me get my dude back in here. Yeah. Okay, so
I don't know what happened.
It's kind of glitchy from time to time, and I got to talk to Restream about that. I got to sit down and send them a good, like, analysis of things as of late. But they've made a lot of changes, and a few of them at the behest of myself and DUI. Shout out to him for, you know what I mean, helping out this past Saturday. But yeah, basically, like things like this past Saturday, putting on an event. You saw that twice. Putting on an event basically is what takes me about music, and we'll see if he pops back in. I like, you know what I mean, like I said, bringing people together and having them display their talents in a way that should be well received. So, you know, after playing so many roles within the multimedia stream, from, you know, artist to writer to producer to engineer, mixer, DJ, MC, you know, now in a managerial capacity. You know what I mean? I got to shout out the team, by the way. Team Action. I had a meeting with them earlier today. We're in developments of bringing you some new products from Lushy Bantan. You know what I mean? Stevie Dread and A. Smith, Jen Cheshire. Greg was in the building today. You know what I mean? Lushy was on the road doing that making that move, you know, the 1-9 grandstand doing his thing. So yeah. Send a quick message. Send a quick message and see what's going on. Yeah. Nope. There he is. Boom. He jumped in onto the computer.
Yeah, I had to get my geeky headset on, man. What's up? Sorry I lost you, man. I don't know what happened.
It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes computers glitch. I say life happens. We just got to keep living.
We were getting in the deeps of it, the thick of it, as they say.
The thick of it. I'm telling you, the audience is about to hear my answer for the third time. But yeah, no, honestly, after playing as many roles as I have, from like artist to engineer, producer, like instrumentalist, and all of that, like putting on the show is is where I think my heart is now. Like giving people that platform to dive into their soul and express themselves in a way that should be well received by the group. You know what I mean? It's
for sure.
It's definitely something that, like I said, so many people came up to me on Saturday and thanked me and told me I should do it again, or, you know, what have you, told me about how the band was, said something about the merch they got. It was just like, okay, this is good. Like, there's good that can be done, and would you look at that? I'm doing it. So, yeah, because some of the other roles aren't received as well. Like, you know how it is as an artist. You got, like, as a lyricist, it's almost like a battle. You got to battle everybody to show them that your lyrics can hang with theirs. And it's just like, okay, did that for a while. Then it was like, all right, as a composer, you know what I mean? You got to show that your beats bang like theirs. Did that for a while. Okay, cool. As a producer, and it goes on. Even as a manager, you got to show that your shows are better than anybody else's. Like, I put on shows in my backyard, and I could say this, and it's going to hurt some people's feelings, but I put on shows in my backyard that are bigger than some of the other shows in venues, but have a better turnout than some of the venues out here.
Hey, come and book me, man. I'll have that packed out, I promise.
I'll tell you right now, like I said, I was mentioning the anniversary because, like, I'm inviting as many people as want to participate, and it's going to be a 12-hour thing. No, well, not a 12-hour thing. Sorry, in the backyard I could only do an 8-hour thing. But I have this. As a matter of fact, you're what, Midwest time?
Uh, Eastern.
Oh, you're
Eastern
Eastern.
Standard
You're
Time.
Eastern. You're
Yeah.
Eastern Standard. Okay, well, you're in the States. I'm looking to have. I have an idea, and if you have a few minutes when we're done the live, I'm going to share it with you. Just remind me before you go.
Sure.
And it involves coordinating with several territories and synchronizing basically.
I like
But
that a lot.
yeah, so yeah, that's just that. Do you have like any more questions? Because I'm sure you have I'm sure you got something like deeper than that.
Sure. When did you first know this is what you wanted to do with the rest of your life?
Whew. I want to say when I was 12.
Mm.
By 12 years old, because I graduated with honors from elementary
Me too.
school. Yeah. I could have, if I hadn't gotten one class below 70 in middle school, I would have graduated with honors there. And that was that was politics. We won't even talk about that. And then in high school, I went to a collegiate. I finished with a fucking 75 average. But in grade 7, I was always late for school because, like, A, I was learning a new bus schedule. I had just moved. And B, I just wasn't feeling school because everyone, oh, you're so smart. You should be doing this. And it wasn't a challenge. So I was late one day, and my homeroom teacher was like, what are you going to do when you have to work or go join the workforce? I said, I'm going to own my own company. And then from that day, I just worked to learn everything I needed to know to run a business. And like I even went to the International Academy of Design and Technology to study sound technology. They taught me the structure of a $1 million corporation, basically taught me how to structure a $1 million record label and all the steps I needed to do that and everything. And by the time I learned that, my professor was like, okay, you know all that you need to know. I was like 3 terms in. He's like, you know all that they're going to teach you. You might as well just run with what you know.
Yeah.
So I got to shout out Django for that. And from there, I was just like, because like I said, I started mixing when I was 13. It was like I started collecting everything that I needed, like the amps, the mics, the preamps, the processors. I still have some processors to get, but like I have a wall full of monitors, speaker and like computer downstairs in my studio. And it's like every time I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to start doing this. Someone comes around and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this with them. You know what I mean? And show them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, what I can, because I've already learned as much as I can learn where it comes to particular things. So just knowing my grandfather owned the club and my grandmother and him used to put on these folk art shows as long as I could remember, God rest their souls. You know what I mean? I've always been around fields of entertainment. So like when I see these people happy and enjoying themselves, I'm like, that's the feeling I want to create.
Definitely. I totally relate to that. For sure.
So yeah, now that I've had enough time to think of some more questions.
Good stalling.
Thank you. I worked on that. All right. So if you were to play an instrument, what would it be?
Trumpet, man. Trumpet. I used to play the trumpet. I had no aptitude for it, but Miles Davis, man, that was like the original freestyle artist, bro. He's a genius.
Yeah. Would you believe that is? I don't know. It's like I actually have a trumpet. I play it as well. But saxophone for me, it's a toss up between trumpet and saxophone. I think saxophone might be a little more smooth than the trumpet because the trumpet kind of can be brash.
Yes.
Unless you're playing like a Davis or give me another one here. Armstrong. Yeah, unless you're playing like them, you usually get like people who want to hear that ring from the Blair. But like a saxophone, you could get it, you could give it guts, or you could make it whisper. I think, but yeah. Um, so performances, um, pre-COVID. Actually, no, you don't even have to worry about that as much right now. When it like, do you have another performance scheduled or any performances scheduled anytime soon? Or
Not as of yet. No, my manager and I are really great friends. We have a great relationship, but we haven't really been booking. She's kind of focused on what she's doing right now, and so it's been a little harder to get booked, especially too with the pandemic. So I
yeah,
don't have anything scheduled, but I'm open to any performance. I'll show up wherever, whether it's 5 people or 300.
that's good drive. That's good drive right there.
You have to, man. Doesn't matter. You could affect one person, and that could change their entire life. You could hit one song for them, and it like makes them not want to kill themselves, or it makes them happy, or it makes them nostalgic. And I'm in it for that one person. At the end of the day,
Mm.
really, like that's what I do it for.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like that. I like that. That's what I like to hear. I hope by next year the borders are open and less restricted. But of course, this pandemic also has to be dealt with and lifted. Um, man, it's bonkers. My phone is going off like you wouldn't believe right now. I'm glad I turned it back to vibrate, but man, there's too much to happen. So, what is the evolution of YOUWIN? Like, what where does he go from his artist form?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I always am constantly trying to evolve my sound and push my sound, and we used to rap over a lot of beats producers gave us, and I've worked with a lot of people that I really respect. But right now, I'm trying to build everything from scratch. Really create my own sound with Nick. So what we've been doing lately is just building all of the beats from ground up, as opposed to grabbing them from different producers or working with a bunch of different people. We're trying to do everything in house now. Um,
Mm,
but I've only been at this for about 2 years, so the evolution is pretty apparent if you listen to my stuff from 2019 on SoundCloud versus my stuff independent, my stuff with Marston House. So I'm always trying to evolve, and my biggest thing is I want to make sure that every single project I put out doesn't sound like the last one. I want to make sure that there's so much variation, so people can enjoy every piece of it as a piece of my life.
I'll tell you right now, I didn't expect the song that I heard. I got culture shocked. You know what I mean? And I like that. That's part of the reason why I do this kind of stuff. It's like, hey, I don't know you, but I'll never get to know you unless I talk to you. So let's have a candid conversation. You know what I mean? Straight up.
For sure.
Let's pull no punches. You know what I mean? This is how, and I'm trying to get back to that root of things where people understand how to communicate with each other. Now with technology, everything's so fast paced, hustle and bustle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I myself am so impatient, and Amazon does not help, bro, at all.
I'm a huge Amazon fiend myself, man. Prime is the devil. Prime is a curse, man.
Bro, like,
Yeah.
I could point to like at least 5 things within arm's reach that I got from Prime. It's ridiculous. But nah, man, and that's the thing. That's the speed we have to move at. And it's bonkers.
Yeah, back when I was first getting into rap, it was like you could drop, and this is a tired argument, but you could drop a project once a year. Now, I mean, I try to drop a project every quarter if I can, as much as possible. I mean, I think I've released 3 or 4, maybe 5 projects since I started really going hard in 2020. So, you know, the output has to be consistent. Quality and quantity is important now.
Yes, yes. And to elaborate on the answer of your earlier question as to how long I've been doing this, for podcasting, I've been doing it about 7 years. This particular podcast, the last 2, the one that I invited you to in November, I've been doing for about 5 every week. I think that's part of the reason why, no, not even part of, I know that's part of the reason why I got myself one of these titles, because even during COVID, I was the longest running episodic podcast in Niagara region. And I'll say that until someone else tells me otherwise.
Hell yeah, bro. Nah, this is the thing. This is the thing, bro. people have to be proud of their accolades. It's not boasting. It's letting people know that you worked on something and you succeeded and you deserve your success, you know?
Exactly, exactly. But a lot of people aren't doing as much as they can because they're intimidated, A, by their own prowess, or B, by someone else's statements of their conduct. So when someone is proud of themselves, they're kind of like, oh yeah, so what? So it's like, no, like, what are you doing? What are you good at? Let's celebrate you for a minute.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean?
For
And
sure.
that's what this is all about, you know, like showing the artist behind the art. You know what I mean? Because a
Hmm.
lot of the time, once you say you're a rapper, you are pigeonholed.
100%. 100%.
You
People,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
I hate
Like,
that, man. I hate that.
it's like, oh, so what do you do? I'm a rapper. No, no, really.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I'm a full-time rapper. Like, you don't get it. I'm really a rapper. Like, I'm really out here,
You know
you
what I
know?
mean? Like, what do
But
you
I'll tell
mean? No, really?
but I'll tell you, man, once people hear it, they get it. Once
Yeah.
people hear it, they get it. I've been blessed, man. I don't have many naysayers, man. Even in my hometown, I'm just blessed. You know, I hear where you live is where they hate you the most, and I've got nothing but love from the people. Even if they bullied me or were dicks to me or whatever, they never took the art away from me, man. So I've been very blessed in that department.
Nice, nice. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. It's like I established myself somewhere. Well, I established myself in Toronto, and then I'm just like, well, if I can do it here, I can do it anywhere, right?
For
No, they
sure,
say that about New York, but Toronto's a demon in its own right.
I've
So
heard.
I'm like, all right, cool, cool. So I come out here, and it's like, wait, you mean you want me to reestablish myself? Didn't you? Didn't you see what I did out there? Like I was really doing shit. Like seriously, like
I
so.
think that I feel you. I really do. And I think that as long as a person brings their genuine energy and their genuine self with that work ethic,
Mhm.
it's undeniable. So you got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you might have to hustle. I have to hustle everywhere I go, every time
yep.
I travel, and reestablish myself. But once they see the hustle, the work ethic, the talent, and the energy, they get it. So I feel like you always have to plant your flag, you know, even tedious as it may be.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say something, and it like what you said hit home, so it kind of slipped gears. Um, but no, you're right, and that's I guess why I carry my mark everywhere and kind of just leave a bit here and a bit there, and like, hey, you know me? No, you're about to, and
Hell yeah.
it, it's that's what it is. But like, even then, still, and from what my professor told me, is like it's better to brag about someone else than it is to brag about oneself because then their qualities are seen. But that was what I was going to say. Where it comes to this whole thing, if your skill set is like if your character doesn't match your skill set, then you know what I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I know a few people who are talented but don't have the character to follow through with what needs to be done, and it's just like, bro, your potential should be kinetic by now,
Mm,
you know?
for
So,
sure.
but that's just from an observational standpoint. I gotta drop another plug because we just passed the half an hour mark, and on cable television they do commercials every 15 minutes, so or 8 to 15 minutes. So I gotta show off these fresh Lusher Bonton sliders. You know what I mean? Wow. These ones are the original print, the original logo, as you see in the background. Boom. So, you know what I mean? Got the mask and everything to go with it. Check out lushybanton.com. That's LUSHYBANTON.com and get your merch. All right. Um,
Yo, nothing wrong with that. This is your show, and send me the link. I'll promote that shit on my story. I got like I don't even know how many followers, but it's a good following. I'll promote that shit, no problem.
nice, nice.
Got to make that
Appreciate
merch
that.
money, man. It's a different
Yeah,
beast. That merch money's real, dude.
that's where you make the money. It's not, unfortunately, it's not singing anymore. You have to have something that people want. Like, hold on, I'll even show you this. I'll break it down to the pound right here. Um, we got this right here. We also have, you know what I mean, Lushy Bantan USBs.
Hell yeah, man. You guys save them the WAV files somehow, right?
Exactly. If you're going to perform, You got to bring your set. You know what I mean? You're in school. You got to carry your work. 4 gigabytes, bro. That's like 3-4 videos. Come on. Flushyourbackdown.com.
I love it.
All right. So, you know what I mean? And I just started working with him not too long ago, but he sees the vision. He sees the drive. He sees, like, he says, yo, this needs to happen. And boom, it happens. You know what I mean? Some things take a bit more time, but everything comes with time. So, you know, and that's where I was talking about team action. We have weekly meetings. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get that into everybody's head. We all need to start coordinating and saying, okay, like, I am no good with online marketing. Well, I'm great at that, but I'm not any good at, you know, producing a product. Okay, well, I could do that, but I don't have any idea where to place this product. I can find that, but you know what I mean? But I'm no good at working by myself. We'll work with you. Boom. You know what I mean?
I'm a delegator too, man. I always made sure that it was very important early on that I established a team and get everybody. Like, I'm not a good artist, like in terms of drawing and things like that. Got a graphic designer, one of my best friends from childhood. He's very good. I got another one that I met through him. Videographers, same way. Photographers, same way. You know, producers. I just always made sure that if I couldn't do it, I knew somebody that had the best capability to do what I needed done.
We should work together, brother.
Let me know, man.
We you know what? Let me even look for this schedule right. Actually, I don't know. Let me check my schedule right here. I think you need. Okay, so my daughter just got a invite, or sorry, a guest. I'm just looking at my schedule right now.
Hey, no worries.
So I have, I'm gonna say November 13th open for Candid Conversations. Not Candid Conversations, sorry, the Terrell Effect. Yeah. So if you want to jump on that, and then we could play more of your music and dive into the, you know, the reasons for the songs and the playlist, and you know what I mean? Like, do a little bit of a history of it, shall we say? Like, play a couple of those songs you were talking about from your previous form, we'll call it, and then, you know.
I'm not even a butterfly yet, man. I can't wait to get out of the chrysalis, man, for real.
Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. And like, they say the struggle comes before success. So yeah.
Sign me up, man. I'm down for sure. Anything you got going on, man, I'll show up for sure.
All right. So yeah, man. Plan for next year, August. To come up to Welland or Niagara region. Actually, we just built a Holiday Inn up here. So, you know, they're expecting a population increase. Yeah, we're gonna make some noise. It's gonna be fun. I gotta head out soon because I'm going to film a video with Mr. Johnny Armani as well as LG and the cameraman. So, but we gotta make this a little more interesting. So, if you were to have a celebrity boxing match, who would you fight, and do you think you could knock them out?
Lil Xan, because I'd fuck him up. Like, I can't speak for Fade anybody, but I would fuck that kid up easy. I don't have hands like that. Like, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, but I'd fuck him up. It would be simple. He's like 5'2" and like on pills. I'll just smack him up. It'll be easy. If you know him, let him know. I'll box him for 15,000.
15K.
Not even that much. That's what she's worth, basically. Maybe half that. I don't know.
Oh man, that is deliriously delightful. I'm just picturing getting smacked around the ring right now.
I'll beat him down, bro. I'll take his shoes too.
All right. So, if you were to compete in a professional sport, what would it be?
Rapping.
Okay. Rapping is a professional sport now. Okay, give me 3 reasons why rapping is a professional sport.
You got to be competitive.
Okay.
You got to be, I would say, innately gifted. Like LeBron James came out the womb good at basketball. He just didn't know it till he picked one up.
Okay.
And you have to keep your eye on the prize, just like any title or ring or whatever.
All right, all right, all right. I'll accept that. Now, I'm gonna take those 3 points and see who agrees or disputes. Um, my dude Fabric right here is just chilling. You know what I mean? Don't worry, he's gonna come to life soon. He's gonna come to life soon. He's just taking in all of these conversations and all of these musics and all of that stuff. But we got some ideas for him. I just gotta, and I finally got my wardrobe in, so I can do the filming and the editing, and it'll be mint. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so what can we expect from you next?
The world, man. I got an EP coming out late November with a full set of visuals. I have a full mixtape coming out after that to be announced. I got a song called "The Grinch," a
Okay.
freestyle coming out in December. We're gonna try to get that on World Star, and lots, man, lots of stuff. The world.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna invite you to bring any release you have to the Terrell Effect. When you have it, we'll coordinate it and we'll do a feature show, and you know what I mean, make that happen. Like I said, I'm yeah. So November. Let me put it in the schedule right now. Are you good with November 13th?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So let me put you in there right now, because if I don't, you saw what I was doing beforehand. Enough said.
I didn't see nothing, bro.
Exactly, because I wasn't doing nothing.
Exactly.
Um, all right. So I'm gonna have to give. Oh no, she already has it. I was gonna say I'm gonna have to give MJ the graphic, but she has it, and yeah, boom, there we go. You're in. Scheduled. All right. So we're gonna have to continue. Wait, before we go, because this is usually my first question, but I just said fuck the script for today. Where did the name You Win come from?
I love that question. My mother. My name is Ewan. EWAN. And when I was
Oh,
like in eighth or ninth grade, I was like, what am I going to call myself? I couldn't come up with a name. And my mom was like, why not you win? I was like, fuck it. All right. So it stuck.
nice, nice. That solidifies it. When you have your parents' blessing, so much more seems to happen. Or is it just me?
Nah, for real. Shouts out moms, man. Kathleen,
Yeah.
you're an angel. We love you.
Oh man, that's what's up. Shout you out for creating such a beast. And you know what I mean. Let's work, bro. I'm down to collaborate. You know what I mean. I know you're building your sound from the ground up. I've been down that road. Now I'm looking at grabbing sounds from directly from artists and producers and people that I've connected with, as opposed to just YouTube searching. Which, oh man, I haven't done that in years because I mean, with working with bands like Decay Lonely and uh, well, some of the other producers that I know, it's like I got enough here that I don't have to look over there.
Exactly.
Then, yeah, yeah, like over 70 gigabytes of independent music we've collected over the last 5 years on the Terrell Effect, and I think with the music I just got from you, and most of them are MP3s. It's not even like these are WAV files. So, you know, I got some for you. So, all right, in closing, which one would you play? Like you're about to shut it down. You know what I mean? You about to head out. You got these 4 songs here. Which one are you playing to? You know what I mean? Let the people know you gone.
Oh man, I don't know if I should go hard or go melodic, man.
Well, you already went melodic, so
Hmm. I'm pretty proud that I got Uno the Activist on a song, but it is poppy. But I'm really proud of that. He was one of my idols. I grew up listening to him. I don't know if you're familiar, but Keith Richards is a great song. It is poppy. Deckard is super hard. So I'll let you choose.
well, you said super hard. I think I downloaded these songs to my phone, and I got some serious bass in my truck, so I'm gonna go with the super hard one. Although, shout out to Uno the Activist and on Keith Richards. You know what I mean? I'll aim to remember that and play that on the Terrell Effect this Saturday.
Veruca
Um,
too is a great pop song. That's like one of my favorites off the album. Super good.
okay, okay, that's what's up. Did I download this already? Nope. 3, 4. All right, got them all on my phone. Let go. That could. Wait. Okay. No. Okay.
Did we
All of
lose
a
it?
sudden, there we go. Can't turn it up or I'll get feedback. I was gonna crank it. I'm like, no. Bass slides. Yeah, that's a good one to shut it down with.
The video's anybody listening, the video's doing really well. We're at 20,000 on YouTube, so definitely check the video out too. We worked really hard on it.
Okay. Check that out. Where can they catch the video? What channel?
YouTube on YOUWIN Music. I do have a Vivo through Sony Orchard. Don't look at that. I don't like any of those. They leaked them without my. It all got released, and I didn't want that to happen.
Okay. On there. All right. So check out YOUWIN on YouTube. Check them out. Next time I will try to send you the link so that you can promote this on your channel. Add me up on either Instagram or get my contact from MJ, or I'll get yours from MJ, and we'll link up and touch base on things. Yeah, man, I would continue. Like, I've gone up to like 3 hours on conversation. If I didn't have to go, I would have called Alicia in if she was available, and we would have had a conversation about like intergenerational, intergenerational. It's basically like intergenerational trauma and repairing it through storytelling. Yeah.
That sounds like a great conversation.
Oh, bro, when I found out we were comprised of, if you go back 9 generations, it takes 4,092 people to make who we are today.
That's crazy.
That's bonkers. And we're made up of 10,000. So I guess you got to go back 10 generations to cover all of that, what comprises us as we are today. So it's like, wow. Well, that's a whole different conversation for another day. I want to thank YOUWIN for tapping in with us and everybody who watched or listened. Check us out on Liquid Fire Radio, Expose the North on YouTube, The Block Online on Twitch, Expose the North on Facebook, The Block Online on Twitter. Come on. Hashtag Candid Conversation. That's me. Hashtag The Terrell Effect. That's me too. You know what I mean? YOUWIN. YOUWIN. You know what? We're going to touch base another time. But
hell yeah, man.
Yes. Less up. We out. Stay on. I'm going to chop it up with you about that idea.
Sounds good.